Numbers from which information can be collected are called data. Here, data is shown in numerical form. Let's represent this information in a pictorial form. We can make a pictograph or bar graph. We have learned about these in previous class. Let's discuss a bar graph. Bar graphs are a way of representing numerical data in a pictorial form by creating bars of equal width at equal distances. The length of each bar in the bar graph displays the given number. We can draw the bar graph either horizontally or vertically. The number of students coming from different colonies in a school are shown in following table. Let us display this data in the form of a bar graph. First, we will draw the x-axis and the y-axis. Now we will show various categories on the x-axis, like here, name of colonies. We will show the number of students on the y-axis. We will take a convenient scale to represent numerical data correctly. Here, we can take this scale as 1 unit is equal to 9 students. Because all the numbers are multiples of 9, so we will be able to represent these numbers. In this way, we will show the numbers 0, 9, 18, etc. on the y-axis. The maximum value here is 54, but for our convenience, we have taken numbers up to 63 on the y-axis. Now, we will draw a bar. In the bar graph, we represent the data in the form of bars. The number of students coming from colony 1 is 36. So, we will draw the bar in such a way that its length should be numbered 36. In the same way, we will draw bars of equal width for all the colonies at equal distances. Thus, we have drawn the bar graph to show the number of students coming from different colonies in the school. This is a vertical bar graph. We can also draw it horizontally like this. Now, observe the bar graph. Can you tell me maximum number of students come from which colony? Just by looking at the graph, you will be able to tell that maximum number of students come from colony 2. In this way, the bar graph helps us to get the information by looking and comparing data. Now, find out yourself what kind of information you can collect from this bar graph. Today we have learned the bar graph. In the next video, we will learn In the previous video, we have learned the bar graphs. Now, let's learn the double bar graph. Here we are given total number of students and girls from different cities. Let us represent this data in different way. If we draw different graphs for both these tables, we can get information such as maximum number of girls came from which city. But if we are required to get combined information like which city has all girl students, then how we can find it? Think. We cannot get combined information from different bar graphs. Here, the number of students and the number of girls are related to each other. In such a situation, if we represent both types of data together in pictorial form, then it will be more convenient for us to understand the data. This feature provides us with a double bar graph. Drawing a double bar graph is very similar to drawing a bar graph. First, we will draw the x-axis and the y-axis. Now we will show various categories on x-axis, like here, name of cities. On the y-axis, we will show the number of students. We will take a convenient scale to represent the numerical data correctly. Here we can take this scale as 1 unit is equal to 9 students. Because all the numbers are multiples of 9, so we will show the numbers 0, 9, 18, etc. on the y-axis. The maximum value here is 54, but for our convenience, we have taken numbers up to 63 on the y-axis. Step 4. Now we will draw a graph. We will denote the number of students coming from city 1 and the number of girls with a pair of bars in which one bar will represent the number of students and the other bar will denote the number of girls. Similarly, we will show the number of students coming from all the cities and the number of girls in pictorial form. Remember that we will keep the same width of each bar and keep the same distance between the pair of bars made for different cities. This will give us double bar graph. Now, you can draw a double bar graph either horizontally or vertically. You can get various information from this double bar graph. For example, the number of girls coming to school from city 3 and city 4 are equal. In the same way, we can also get combined information like the number of students coming to school from city 4 and number of girls are equal. Try yourself to get more similar information. In this way, with the help of double bar graph, we can compare two types of data related to each other and get different types of information. Today we have learned double bar graph. In the next video, we will see interesting examples related to the bar graph and double bar graph. Bar graph and double bar graph. The bar graph shown depicts the number of patients visiting a hospital. Read the bar graph and answer the following questions. On which day the number of patients coming to the hospital was minimum? The number of patients coming to the hospital on different days are indicated as the length of the bar in the graph. In this way, the bar which has the shortest length will give us the answer to this question. We see that length of bars showing the number of patients on Sunday and Tuesday is same and is smaller than length of the all bars. So we can say that the least number of patients come to the hospital on Sunday and Tuesday. What is the total number of patients coming to the hospital on Monday, Wednesday and Thursday? Based on the length of the bars, we can say that in the hospital, 22 patients visited on Monday, 13 patients on Wednesday and 15 patients on Thursday. In this way, the total number of patients coming to hospital on Monday, Wednesday and Thursday is 22 plus 13 plus 15 is equal to 50. Now find yourself the difference in number of patients who came to the hospital on Saturday and Friday. Next example. The following table shows electricity bills of Rohit and Mohit for different months. Represent the information in the double bar graph. Observe the statistics. Can you tell me what would be the convenient scale here? Think. Let me tell you, the smallest number here is 950 and largest number here is 1600. So here we do not have to start from 0, but we can take numbers from 900 to 1700. We will draw a zigzag line to show that we are not showing numbers from 0 to 900. It will be easy to use this scale as there is no number from 0 to 900. We can take 1 unit is equal to 100 rupees as scale. Similarly, we can also take this scale as 1 unit is equal to 200 rupees. Let us take 1 unit is equal to 100 rupees scale and show the electricity bill on the y-axis in rupees. Similarly, months will be indicated on the x-axis. We will draw this type of bars for Rohit and this type of bars for Mohit. Now, we will show the bills of Rohit and Mohit
in the month of June by drawing the double bar. Similarly, we will draw a double bar graph for all months.
Read the given bar graph and find out the information in the double bar graph. To find out what information is shown in this bar graph, one has to look at what is represented on x-axis and y-axis, along with understanding what each bar represents in a pair of bars. The double bar graph shown is the horizontal double bar graph. Here, names of subjects are shown on the y-axis and the marks are shown on the x-axis. The red color in the pair of bars
indicates Rahul's marks and green bars indicates Vishal's marks.
Therefore, we can say that this double bar graph compares the marks obtained by Rahul and Vishal in various subjects in an examination. Which subject do you think Rahul needs to pay more attention to? Rahul's marks are denoted by red bars. The shortest length of all red bars is drawn for English subject. This means that out of all the marks of Rahul's subject, he got lowest marks in English. Hence, Rahul have to focus more on English subject. So today we have seen some interesting examples related to bar graphs and double bar graphs. In the next video, we will see some common mistakes. Double bar graph. Mistake 1. Students often have difficulty in choosing the right scale when drawing a bar graph or a double bar graph. Like here, the number of students present in the class on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday are shown. Children often think that it becomes easier to draw a bar graph if the scale is considered as multiple of 5, 10
and multiple of 10.
But this is a misconception. Here we see if all the numbers are multiples of 6, therefore it will take 1 unit is equal to 6 students. Then it will be very easy to draw the bar graph. But if we take the value of the unit as 10, then it will be difficult to represent the numbers shown. It will also increase the chances of mistakes.
Can you tell what scale can we take here instead of 1 unit is equal to 6 students? Think.
We can also take this scale as 1 unit is equal to 3, 4 or 12 students. Actually, it is not necessary that the given numbers are always multiples of a single number. In such a situation, we choose the scale that allows us to represent more and more numbers. Mistake 2. Some children have difficulties in finding out what information is given in the double bar graph. For example, if they are asked what information is shown in double bar graph, then they are not able to answer it. To find out what information is shown in a double bar graph, it is necessary to look at what is represented on the x-axis and the y-axis, as well as understanding what each bar represents in a pair of bars. Here, the number of ice creams sold is shown on the x-axis and the days are shown on the y-axis. Here, the brown bar represents the number of chocolate ice cream and the pink bar represents the number of strawberry ice creams. With this understanding, we can say that sale of chocolate and strawberry ice creams on different days has been compared in double bar graph shown. So today we have seen some mistakes related to bar graph